used to be one of the biggest games as when I was a child. It's Liverpool versus Everton. It is the Merseyside derby, one of the biggest derbies in world football. Couldn't be their opposite ends of the spectrum now, though, because it's Liverpool at minus 550. Got to win to keep tabs on Man City. Everton at plus 1300. The over 3.5. Well, first of all, I'd probably look at the under, to be honest, at minus 125. Liverpool in Champions League semi-final action next week. There's one factor. Also, these games are notoriously very, very tight. The draw is at plus 600. I don't think it'll be it. And unlike midweek, in fact, it's the exact opposite. Liverpool could go into this game in second place because Man City are playing first, whereas last week Man City played second and they were in second place. Stinch, Liverpool, Everton, always tight. I don't see an upset. I see there's a massive gulf, but there's quite a few caveats because Liverpool play semi-final next week.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much maybe about that. Liverpool got, as far as I'm aware, pretty much a fully fit squad to choose from. So, and you look at the fact now that there is sort of 5 quality front players for that front three, that they don't have to worry too much if maybe Salah or Mane's have played too many minutes or something, for example. You mentioned about this game being typically tight. Well, Liverpool went to Everton, I think it was in December, and put 4 past them. Last time this game was at Anfield in the Premier League in front of a full crowd. Jurgen Klopp rotated a little bit and started with Shaqiri and Origi up front, and Liverpool put 5 past Everton.
But you're cherry picking against my statement, because what about when Everton scored and it took a 94th minute winner, you know, or you got Everton and Liverpool that ends in a draw, or they just scrape home?
Yeah, I mean, I think those have been sort of few and far between of late. I think you can probably put a line through the games played during the pandemic, because I think the crowd does have a big effect on this fixture. Last time Everton went to Liverpool, the centre-back pairing of Ozan Kabak and Jordan Henderson, and now it would be Virgil van Dijk and Matip or Konate, which is a completely different back line. I'm not sure about Dominic Calvert-Lewin's fitness. He was the one that won the penalty at Anfield last season, which was scored by Sigurdsson. They'll probably both be out of this game. I think it's very difficult. Liverpool now, in terms of the odds, it's almost getting like Man City odds, isn't it? We're kind of having to scrape the barrel to try and find where we can sort of claw a bit of value from, because you don't, as you say, if Liverpool have got one eye on next week, might just look to try and get those 3 points and, you know, then rest some players. So if they go 2-0 up, maybe start making subs. Maybe saw against United during midweek, actually after going 2-0 or 3-0 up, actually dropped off a little bit and allowed United to have a bit more of the ball when United came into the game. So, you know, maybe something similar can happen. I'm not sure. I think it's just a real difficult one to try and second guess how it's going to play out. I did have a look at the card line for Everton.
That's where you're not second guessing.
No. I think the beauty of that is we've got, you know, it's a derby. We've got the derby factor. We've got lots of referee statistics. We've got lots of Everton card statistics to go off. The line set at 2.5 with overs as the outsider, which I was quite keen on, but having done a bit more digging, I'm a little bit put off it with the fact that Stuart Atwell is the referee, who's sort of on average for cards this season, which is below his own average. And if you look at the games actually that he's reffed for Everton themselves, he reffed them when they went to Spurs. He didn't show them a card. He reffed them away at Man City. He only showed them 1 card. And he also reffed them at home to West Ham, which was quite early in the season. He didn't show him a card in that game either. So there's not any players that are sort of maybe winding him up. Maybe you want to look at Liverpool, because the line's set 1 lower. It's 1.5. He's reffed Liverpool 4 times this season. He's shown 1 card on each occasion. So if you were to throw in, it's the derby factor. That could be the way to go, as Liverpool got 3 in the reverse fixture. But yeah, I'd love to be confident and give an actual tip. But yeah, unfortunately, just more negatives than positives at the price.
Okay. Do Liverpool score, Everton score, Marco, here? Because it's minus 115, yes. Minus 115, no. Liverpool win to nil, will probably what, minus 105?
It's plus 100. That's my best bet.
Oh yes, come on then.
No, Everton aren't scoring. Their only saving grace coming into this match is, as you say, the Champions League semi-final. But as Stinch quite rightly points out, Jurgen Klopp's been resting and rotating his squad, and Liverpool have probably got the best squad in the division this season, particularly in forward areas. So you know that whoever's playing up front is going to be too good for Everton's defence. And at the moment, Liverpool's defence themselves has been absolutely exceptional as well. But I just find Everton's away record remarkable, really. They've picked up 1 point away from home since October's international break. They've got the worst away record in the league, and they're playing Liverpool, who've got the best home record in the league. Everton, just 1 point from the last 11 away. Home and away since October's international break. They've lost 17 of 24. They've picked up the fewest points, scored the fewest goals, and they've lost every away game under Frank Lampard, conceding twice or more in all of those. And now they're facing the best attack in the league. So it's quite a scary prospect, really. And for all Liverpool's plaudits for what they do going forward and the attacking arsenal that they have at their disposal, is the defence that's really kind of gone under the radar, really. They've conceded 4 goals in the Premier League in 12, going back to mid-January. And they've only dropped points once in that spell. And of the 4 goals they conceded, 2 of which were against Man City. So, you look at their record so far this season, 9 of their 11 Anfield wins have come alongside clean sheets. Overall, 19 of their 23 league wins have come alongside clean sheets. No team has kept more clean sheets in the Premier League than Liverpool, 19. And Everton have scored just twice in the last 6 against Liverpool and failed to score in 6 of the last 9 derbies as well. So, Liverpool to win to 0 is my best bet here. I don't think it requires too much science or justification, really. Liverpool are, Everton actually going off the biggest price they've ever been in this fixture. And I think it's quite easy to understand why that might be. Liverpool just absolutely annihilated United at Anfield, and I think they can do the same to Everton as well.
What about Liverpool win both halves? There's another one, maybe a 1-0 half-time, 2-0, 3-0 full-time. Liverpool half-time, full-time. We're only here trying to find value on the Liverpool win. And listen, the problem I have with Liverpool -2 is I can see this being a 2-0 Everton and a 2-0 win for Liverpool. And Everton just do not get anywhere near it. And Liverpool just control everything. But it is a Merseyside derby. I think there could be cards in this game, to be honest, because Everton might get frustrated and just try and save face, but in the wrong manner. I mean, Richarlison, he's always good for a yellow or a red. If Allen's playing, you've got Gomez in midfield. You've got the centre-backs who are going to get pulled all over the place. The over 2.5. What price was that, Stinch? The over 2.5 cards?
It was -115.
-115, and that was like... I thought it was a dog. What is under 2.5 then?
-120.
Wow, a bit lopsided, then, aren't they? Let's have a little look at the official picks,
and then we've squeaky margin there.
Exactly. I was thinking, geez, they're not taking many chances on that game. Okay, Liverpool win to 0 at +100. I like that better than the Liverpool -2, because obviously we could see a little 2-0 comfortable Liverpool win, and it all comes back down to Liverpool need to win just to get the 3 points. It doesn't matter how many they score, but it's the semi-final of the Champions League midweek as well. So they would not be, no one would hold them to task if they actually had half an eye on that semi-final in midweek.